Hi, this is Claytix, and you're watching KRCC Sports on krcc-tv.com. And here we are at the Brooks Memphis Twilight Classic, and here we are at the college women's 5K. Ran the high school event earlier tonight. High schoolers went off at about 6 o'clock, 6 to 7 o'clock. There were plans on the women's race starting at about 8 and the guys at about 9, but well, a big old storm, a hurricane came on through, or the remnants of a hurricane, caused a delay for about 2 or 3 hours. Now it's midnight, and we're running the college races. Here on a soaked field, you can see a lot of these runners just covered in mud. Horrible speed conditions, but if you're a big, strong endurance runner, great for you. There you see Eastern Kentucky in the lead, Arkansas State in there. Eastern Kentucky, probably the top team here on the guys and girls side. High schools, bring up the results from them. Varsity boys, Taylor Caldwell from Brentwood High School, 1627, and his teammate Alec Thomas right behind them. Top Kentucky team was their runner, Daniel Southard from Davis County, 1644. And on the women's side, or on the girls' side, there's your Eastern Kentucky leader. They do, I believe they do 2 laps around this these soccer fields, and they head on towards the finish line. Guys will do 3 laps. Women's side, or the girls' side, Cassidy Hale from DuPont Manual, 1838, followed by Whitney O'Brien from Davis County, 1912.7. Your top Tennessee team, 1919, from Rebecca Bateau, Madison Central. All right, in the women's 5K, we got we got Eastern Kentucky, Mary Rantana, and Christina Albert from Arkansas State. Behind her, Vivi Rantana, I assume it's her twin sister, and she's in 3rd place right now. Julia Van Velvetone from Eastern Kentucky in the mix as well. Those are your top runners here. Teams competing: Eastern Kentucky, Ole Miss, Murray State, Morehead State, Arkansas, University of Central Arkansas, Rhodes College, Harding University, Austin Peay State University, Southern Arkansas, University of Memphis, they're hosting it, or no, the Christian Brothers University is hosting it. Bethel University, Blue Mountain College, Mississippi Valley State, Bethel. Got 185 runners out here in the women's, 21 full teams. Slow conditions. Running at midnight and running in about 6 inches of mud and water. Slowing the runners down big time. Last year, in 2011, the women's the winning time was, I'll turn that up in just a second. Women's winning time was 17:44 by Logan Waits from Ole Miss. And behind here, Marianne Candy from Western Kentucky in 1807. Compare these times to what we're going to see tonight later on.
Don't mind us.
See what how much slower the course is going to be. Right now, they're on pace for about something in the mid to low 18s. so it slows them down, but hopefully not too much. Guys will have a harder time of it later on because the course will be chewed up by some of the girls now. Turns are really bad. You can see the mud beginning to pile up there. Straightaways are probably the best part, but there's your leader, Mary Rentana, the freshman from Eastern Kentucky. Looking strong, looking behind her to see who giving chase. So you see a big splash coming through.
Where's she from?
If you're looking at the how horrible the conditions are, if you're not a mudder, you're not going to be doing well here today. There's Christina Albert, sophomore from Arkansas State. Vivi Rantanen from Eastern Kentucky, the freshman as well. Behind her is teammate from Eastern Kentucky, Julia Van Velventoven. Sam Salinas from Arkansas State. Behind her, Ann Eason and Rexy Parcells. And we got the pack of girls coming on through now. Encourage you all to go to kycheckxc.com and ktccca.org. You're watching the Brooks Memphis Twilight Classic here on KRCC Sports. It's Clay Dixon. Race at midnight. After this, we'll have the men's 4 mile. They'll do they start and they'll lap around the soccer fields 3 times and go towards the finish line at the soccer stadium. And Eastern Kentucky and Morehead State runners. The big pack of girls now. About 600 meters, 800 meters away from the finish line at this point. See them beginning to get their finishing kick on.
Look at all those girls up there. Every one of those boys. Grab the arm, dig the hill. Let's go. Get another one. Let's go. One to me is the best. Nobody pass up there. Drop the arms and drive. Go with us.
Winning time here, Mary Rentanen from Eastern Kentucky won it 18:11. Christina Aubert, Arkansas State 18:24 and 18:35 for Vivi Rantanen. Those are your top 3 girls. Course is quite a bit slower than it was last year. 17:44 won it last year. 18:11 this year. Just a few minutes will take you to the start of the men's 4 mile. Encourage you all to go to kycheckxc.com and ktccca.org to get results to meets and get other coverage to these meets as well. Be wrapping up here in just a minute.
Come on, Camille! Come on, Camille! Come on, Camille, let's go! Come on, Camille! Let's go, Camille! Unleash! Go, Camille! Go! Go, Camille! Go, Camille!
Looking like unofficial scores here for the winners. Eastern Kentucky wins it 31 points. Arkansas State 46. Ole Miss 110. Murray State 127. Morehead State 139. Those are your top 5 teams. 21 full teams competing here today. That looks like Eastern Kentucky got the win. Here we got the men's 4 mile off. Top team to look for, Eastern Kentucky University. Just like on the women's side, Eastern Kentucky ranked nationally in the top 30. Eastern Kentucky looking like they'll probably have the win today based on just the numbers. Second and third place, that'll be the question of who's going to come in for second there. We'll just see how the race develops. Right now, Eastern Kentucky's got the lead with basically all their runners there.
You usually have one big line across, and you kind of lines up. And then everybody goes in.
There's the Eastern Kentucky pack of about 15 guys there, it looks like. Soon this course will be covered in mud and rain. Make it really hard to get through here. Some guys will love it, some guys will hate it. Course favors some of the bigger, stronger runners. The heavier the better. The smaller and make it harder on them to get through. Whenever you get your leader, he got himself about a 100-meter lead right now. Only about 800 meters into the race. See if he can hang on to that or see if he'll fall off. We'll just check it out. Keep an eye on that throughout the race. And then the Eastern Kentucky pack. Got a couple Morehead State up there. They're looking pretty strong. Too hard to judge of how it's going to go today. Here at the Memphis Twilight Classic, Midnight Edition. And there's your lead pack, consisting of Eastern Kentucky, a little bit of Morehead State mixed in there. Right now, it's looking like Morehead State might be your number 2 team. So far, looking like Eastern Kentucky, Morehead State, Ole Miss, Memphis, and Central Arkansas, some of your top teams right now. We'll continually update you on the team scoring throughout the race. Course is mostly flat, some hills going into the different sections of the course. Normally a pretty fast course, but problem here today is mud, rain. See when the water soaks into your shoes and your socks, and then it just makes your feet, you're just carrying these logs on you. Right here is a pretty good, probably one of the best parts of the course right here, where it's just a straightaway where nobody's like doing turns and tearing up the course. It's not too deep, kind of on the top of the hill. So right here you see probably the faster part of the course. Look at some of the turns. The starting area is probably one of the worst parts. Going towards the finish line is really bad. There's a couple like little gullies right there going towards the finish line on about a 300-meter section going towards the stadium. There's some girls' teams beginning to cool down. Leaders, Eastern Kentucky in the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got an Eastern Kentucky backpack behind them. About 20 seconds. Morehead State looking good. Central Arkansas in the mix as well.
Let's go, Clay!
That hill's pretty tough too. It's well, the spikes really get to dig into the hill and needing to tear it up. There are your leaders. Consisting of Eastern Kentucky, some Memphis in there, and unattached. There's the second Eastern Kentucky pack, the Chase pack, and then behind them we got Morehead State, Ole Miss, Morehouse College, Augusta State University. There are 21 full guys teams.
Alex had been with that guy before.
You got the main pack of runners going on through right now. Really important part of the race in cross country. Moving up 5 spots in 5 seconds, so we'll bring you up about 10 spots. Yeah, about 10 people in within 5 seconds of each other.
Is that Alex coming?
Really even out right now. You can see the sweat on these guys.
Let's go, Alex! Go! Looking around.
Legs beginning to really feel it now. With the mud just absorbing every stride you take.
Let's go, Luke! Let's go, Luke! On the far side.
Watching the Brooks Memphis Twilight Classic here on KRCC Sports. It's Clay Dixon. This is the Mike Rose Complex in Memphis, Tennessee. Encourage you all to go to kytrackxc.com and ktccca.org. There you'll find more videos, pictures, and articles, and the official results there. They've hosted high school meets, college, middle school, and JV races here today. This is the final event of the day. The men's 4-mile cross-country race. Supposed to be competed at about 9 o'clock. Now it is midnight. A little bit past that. We'll be taking you to the finish line soon, as we have Eastern Kentucky blowing away the field now, looking to have a near perfect score.
All right. They've got one more time around though, don't they? Do they? This was their third time. This was their third, and that's their fourth, and they're coming that way.
Perfect score in cross country, 15. Eastern Kentucky looking like they'll have about 20 or so. There's the Eastern Kentucky leaders. Sufiano Buchiki, Thagis Nithjusis, and Ben Turich, all running together. There's an unattached Elkana cadet. Leading the entire way, supposedly just doing an AT run today. Eastern Kentucky for the win. Here they do a lap around a soccer field. There's Morehead State's number 1, Zach Elliott, 21:04. 20:43 was the winning time, Sufiano Buchiki. Max Runia from running unattached, 21:11. Big Eastern Kentucky pack right behind him. Morehead State, number 2, and it's looking like now it's going to be Morehead State might be your number 2 team. Eastern Kentucky with a score of 18. We wrap it up here in just a few minutes. Here at the Brooks Memphis Twilight Classic. Here we're just chilling out at the finish line. 4 miles of mud and rain for these guys. Some blood, some tears. The hurricane remnants came through here tonight, right when the college division races were coming in to start, delaying them about 3 hours. These are not top conditions, no top times today. Main time, 20:43. Previous years. Number 1 in 1929, last year's winner. 1946 and 1954. Last year, 2042 would have placed 15th at the Memphis Twilight 2011 edition. You just see how much this was slowed down. And even other years as well, it was an 8K. But now they do the 4 miles, an early season tune-up. Cross country, most of these people, it's their first race. I don't know that many other races that are before this. This is September 1st. But we're wrapping up here. We got just a couple more minutes of filming, and we'll be finishing up here at the midnight edition of the Brooks Twilight Classic. The times have been slowed down due to a hurricane coming through, destroying many teams' tents. You see the finish line, everybody just falling down, covered in mud, soaked. Some teams meeting together, talking about what they've just gone through. Here's your host, Clay Dixon, and going on down. First Division I race. See my leg covered in mud, shorts covered, everything muddy. First race without socks, bad idea, because now I'm covered in blisters in my feet. Just finished the race. Alright, we're wrapping up here at the Brooks Memphis Twilight Classic. This is Clay Dixon, your host. You've been watching KRCC Sports on krcc-tv.com. Join us next time. We had Eastern Kentucky with the win on the guys' side, 18 points, and Morehead State coming in second at 88 points. Central Arkansas coming in. Join us next time. KRCC Sports, it's Clay Dixon signing off.